Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome to Eaglet 05. I remain your host, Hawawi Ibrahim. My platform is dedicated to championing the rights of persons with disability, women, and children. Today is a special day because I have a special person with me that is going to tell me something special. So you see, you will testify at the end of this show that indeed she is special and she's going to treat us special. Auntie Bernice, welcome. And
Madam Hawa, I'm really happy to be on this platform.
Thank you. Okay, I am also happy to have you on my platform. So as we have you this morning, I would want you to tell us about yourself before we go on to today's purpose. Thank you.
Okay. But before I start talking about myself, I really want to admit that you are doing a wonderful job. So please keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you.
My name is Bernice Ajua, and that's my full name. I'm a state-registered and licensed dietitian in Ghana. I'm an entrepreneurial expert and the founder of Credit Health Solutions. Credit Health Solutions is a company that uses food as alternative medicine in the treatment and management of non-communicable diseases. So we are into using food as medicine to help you treat your conditions. And we are out with our maiden product, Techie Berry tea. So any Techie Berry you see on the market, Credit Health Solution, myself and then my team, we are the brain behind Techie Berry tea. We also have its tonic and then capsules. So if it's related to blood, then I think the best place to look at is Credit Health Solutions. I'm also a visually impaired young lady who is in Ghana, who is really doing well and assisting other persons with disabilities, specifically visually impaired people, to learn their ICT so that they can also continue to resume work and continue practicing in their field of study. So that is who I am.
Okay, that is wonderful. Using food as, should I say, medication, just as you mentioned.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. All right, so that will help us a lot. As persons with disability, a lot of us are into isolations, and as a result, our feeding or our eating is not the best. And you eat, you sleep without exercise. It has a negative impact on the body. So with this, can you educate us health-wise how beneficial it will be for us to get this Techie Berry tea, the tonic, and the capsules?
Okay. So one thing that I want to say is that it's quite unfortunate that people's attention has been shifted to medications. Now, when someone goes to the hospital and the doctor doesn't even give the person medication, the person is like, oh, doctor, no one should know. So now attention is on drugs, surgeries, and these are the things that are really causing a lot of problems. So even in relation to people who are not persons with disability, drugs, surgical procedures are really causing a lot of harm. However, we've not been able to pay attention to the most important thing when it comes to human health. So from my personal viewpoint, when it comes to health, if somebody really wants to live a healthy life or really wants to live long, then the most important thing is what the person consumes. That is the most important thing. So if you pay attention, if you see those of us that are Christians, we can testify to the beginning of creation, where God gave food to them to eat, to serve as medicine. So right from the onset, food was given as medicine to help nourish the body. Fast forward, coming down, there are other relevant people who have also lived that they also realize that when it comes to health, what is most important is food that you consume. So that has always been the issue, but quite unfortunately, now chemicals has overtaken the food, and now we don't really pay attention to what is important. That is why we have a lot of cases when it comes to stroke, kidney, diabetes, hypertension, the non-communicable diseases. It's really going higher and higher, and then you can't do anything about it. And the condition is worse when it comes to persons with disability, because we are all doing the same thing. We are all consuming a lot of drugs with people who are not PWDs. However, those that are not PWDs, because they are mobile and active, they are able to speed up their metabolic rate because they are able to walk. They are vibrant, they are going here, they are doing a lot of things at a time. However, because of our conditions, because some of us are confined in wheelchairs, some of us have actually met and are not really too active, and because some of us are albinos and don't really get the opportunity to come outside and then be in the sun for some nutrients like vitamin D, our condition worsens. So the only thing that can help us is what we consume. When you know that you are not physically active, then you know that you are not consuming too much calories because you are not active to break it down. So we really have to look at what we consume as PWD so that we don't store too much, since the condition kind of limits us, and then reduce our rate of metabolism.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And how would you explain this, or how would you break this down in a simple English for someone to understand? Because this that you are saying, I understand, and it's very good. But someone will say, for how long will I keep on taking turkey berry tea, turkey berry tonic, or turkey berry capsules to be able to help myself get down my calories?
So our product, because I'm a health practitioner myself,
Okay.
I really know the benefits of turkey berries.
Okay.
You see, when you take car, it looks, when you see the car for the first time, it looks very beautiful and then flashy. However, if there is no fuel in the car, no matter how beautiful the car is, it's not relevant. It's not important
Yeah, the
anymore
car
because it can't
becomes
move.
immobile. Yes, it cannot move.
Yes. So it's the same thing with the human body. When you take the human body, what is more important is blood circulation.
Okay.
It's blood circulation. So the brain, the heart, and all the cells that are found in the human body only survive when there's blood circulation, because it's this blood that sends nutrients and oxygen to these cells for them to work. So blood is very important. And because blood is important, that is why anywhere you get cut, the blood oozes from there. So Jehovah, in his own ways, has made sure that blood has to circulate everywhere so that every part of the body can function effectively. However, because of some of our actions, the kinds of food that some of us eat, because of the medications we take, because of some surgical procedures, because of we being inactive, we don't really help this blood circulation, and that really caused a lot of problems to us. So when I sat down, I came to realize that the most important thing that I can look at is blood circulation, and that was what really influenced the turkey berry tea. So the turkey berry tea, the turkey berries itself, they are rich in iron. They are really rich in iron, and the iron is what is needed to help produce or to help other organs work. So when you have too much iron, when you have enough iron, you are able to produce more blood. You understand?
Yes, I
Because
do.
yes, because of the hemoglobin. So the hemoglobin, the heme itself is an iron, and then the globin is a protein. So you need iron, and the iron is, you can find too much of the iron in the turkey berries. So what I did was that, but unfortunately, a lot of people don't know how to use the turkey berries well. Some of them will blend and then add milk. Some will blend and add Milo. Some set in tomato. Some will add a lot of, and then they spoil the compound inside. So at the end of the day, they are taking the turkey berry, all right, but they're not getting anything better. So what I did was that I produced a tea, tonic, and then capsules out of it, so that if you really need blood, you take our tea, and then your HB levels will go high. So our main target are pregnant women, menstruating ladies, because they are menstruating, they will have to also replenish the blood inside, because garbage in, garbage out. And we are also targeting people who are going for surgeries, that is pre-surgical preparation persons, and then people who have finished going for surgeries, people who have already undergone surgeries, post-surgical preparation persons. We are also targeting anemic children. So if you have a child who is suffering from anemia, please, our tea is the best option. So that was the motive behind our turkey berry tea. And you see, the most beautiful aspect of our tea is that I've seen a lot of turkey berry tea on the market, but honestly speaking, it cannot be compared to what we are producing, because we don't just use any turkey berry. We are using a particular variety of the turkey berry that has the highest iron content in it.
Wonderful.
So our variety of turkey berry has a very high iron content inside. And then our method of producing the tea, we don't use too much of heat to really break down or to really reduce the iron content in it. So it's carefully formulated, if I will put it. So when you are consuming, when you take one bag of our tea, it becomes easier for us to determine that this is the quantity of iron you are getting per one bag. So we know that if your HB level is this, and then you consume the 20 packs by 5 days to 7 days, you should be back on track. So that is the wonderful thing about our turkey berry tea, and it's all because we are from the nutrition and the dietetic background.
In fact, I am very much impressed, and honestly, I am hearing this for the first time, and I am interested. I want to get some myself. When I also got pregnant with my second child, I suffered blood problem like that. They would say, take this, take that, and at the end, it was not easy. So if this was there, it would have been easier for me, you see, but I didn't know about it, and it's not too late now that I know.
So I also want to add something small, that we also, Queen's Health Solutions, we also know that we like varieties. People will like varieties. So even with the tea, we didn't just make only turkey berry tea, but we gave varieties.
Sure.
And each variety has a target. You understand? Each variety has a target. So we have the turkey berry alone tea. So that one is just made up of only turkey berry, and that is what we use for people who really want blood. Then we also have turkey berry with cinnamon. Berry with cinnamon. And the variety with cinnamon is very good when it comes to blood glucose regulation. So if you are diabetic, please don't think too much about medications, the chemicals, please. I feel you should look at food to regulate your blood sugar. What I always tell diabetics is that our tea, the turkey berry with cinnamon, it doesn't remove the condition. When you are diabetic, and you take the tea, it doesn't mean that you ceases to be diabetic or to have the diabetes. However, it will help you reduce your blood glucose, so you won't have any complications. But if you stop taking it, or if you continue to do the things you're not supposed to do, the glucose will still go up.
Okay.
So yes, so this one is kind of helping you manage it,
Okay.
not to eradicate it.
Okay.
Then we also have turkey berry with cloves and negro pepper. Into abedro with pregwamba. With the fancies, we call it pregwamba, and then prepre, the negro when combined. That one is for detoxification. So you've eaten the whole day, a lot of things, a lot of waste are inside the body. You have to bring the waste out. So you need that tea to help you detoxify. And that is the tea that helps reduce weight. So since you are detoxifying and you are bringing a lot of weight outside, it really helps you. So the turkey berry with cloves and negro pepper is good for detoxification. It is also good to fight infection. It really helps with infection prognosis. And if you also want to reduce your stomach fat, or you want to slim down a bit, you also need it. However, that alone will not help you become slim or something like that. You also have to look at what you consume. So these are the varieties of the tea in addition to our blood tonic and then capsules. But the most important thing, the most beautiful thing about Queen's Health Solutions is that when you buy our product, we don't just leave you like that. You can take our numbers and call us and tell us that you bought our product and you need it for this. So whilst you are taking the product, if you are diabetic and then you are taking the turkey berry with cinnamon, when you call us, we will also support you with a diet plan and monitor you for a week to check your glucose level, then we leave you. So we don't just sell products to you, but we also take you through the journey of a better prognosis for your health.
This one, I cannot leave you to go without taking your contact. So I would like you to mention your number to our viewers so that they can contact you personally. That will be easy for them to place their orders and not going through me for me to go through you, maybe network issues and all that. So you give us a phone contact. If there is any digital platform you can also help us with, we'll be glad to take that.
Okay, so you can reach Queen's Health Solutions on 0544 907065. I repeat, 0544 907065. You can also visit our website at queeneshealth.com. 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 The Queenes is QUEENICE. QUEENICE. So you can visit our website. We are also on LinkedIn, Eden Blend Turkey Berry Tea. Eden Blend Turkey Berry Tea. So we really we are anticipating to see all of you and then maintaining good health together.
Thank you. But for the purpose of those living abroad, I would want you to reconstruct the contact to +233 for me so that it will be easier for them to also contact you.
Okay, so +233 544 907065.
Again,
+233 544 907065.
Auntie Bernice, in fact, I am very happy to have you on my platform today, and you can see from here how excited I am, because indeed, viewers, I told you she was going to give us something special, and indeed, special it is. Don't just listen and go by. Please patronize her. Yes, she's part of the advocacy program. When you patronize her, you are helping us to advocate for the change. Please. And don't just listen and go by. Subscribe to the channel, like, share, and help this story reach a long way. Thank you very much and hope to hear from you again some other time. Thank you.